What's up everybody, welcome back to StudioReef. It's been a long time and it's good to be back. So yeah, today we're going to do some upgrades on the Frag tank. This is just about where I left you off when the cycle was ending and we had all the life coming out of the live rock that I seeded the tank with. So yeah, I picked up a skimmer. This one is going to be the heart of the filtration for the Frag tank. So I picked up the Tunze DC skimmer, and the reason for the DC is to do the noise reduction. So in case I need to record something in my recording studio, I can just turn the knob down on the skimmer and it will just shut the hell up. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So this next upgrade was pretty much a no-brainer for me. I picked up this MP10 quiet drive replacement driver, and the reason I went with a driver instead of just buying a whole new thing is I just run the MP10 on a pretty low RPM. I'm running at around 30%, and doing the low RPM you can just really make it so quiet by just replacing the driver. So if you're running at a full PM, don't bother, just go pick up a complete set of a quiet drive instead of upgrading it yourself. It's gonna give you a lot better results, but for me this is gonna be the cheapest way to make the tank shut the hell up. So after the assembly was done, I took the Tunze skimmer and put in the Frag tank. And initially it kicked off a ton of micro bubbles, which is expected the first few days. But I'm pretty happy with the way I have the controller set up next to the MP10 quiet drive. Now both are black and it's kind of like replacing your iPhone with the Samsung. Anyway, I had to do a modification to the lid on this thing to raise it up a bit. So I have these plastic spacers which are glued down from the inside, and to cover this up I went online and found a place where I could get acrylic custom shaped. So I picked up these two pieces of acrylic. So the plan here is to just glue those on there, and that way just give it an effect of being a canopy, closing off all the light from escaping. So I really like that. I did do a small miscalculation, as you can see here in the next frame where the surface area comes up. There's like a 1/4 inch of light still coming out. So maybe I'll shorten down the spacers, or maybe I'll put in a bit more water. I'll find that out later on. But for now I'm pretty happy with the results of this thing. So in order to make this look like an actual Frag tank, I decided to pick up this big plate of egg crate and cut out a shape that would sit kind of crooked, like you would come into a shop and look at frags. So underneath it on the back there is my plan to have Chaetomorpha growing. So on top of this I started putting up more and more frags, and slowly things started looking like an actual shop or something. So I also put in this little guy along with a couple of snails to keep everything nice and clean. And yeah, I'm starting to feel pretty good about this thing, except that I need some lighting. So for the lighting, again I took to Tunze, and this time for the small LED full spectrum 8850. And I had no idea about this little light that they did. So I was pretty happy to see the way that it mounted inside on a magnet, and the way you can program it to do sunsets and sunrise and stuff like that. It's really simple, and it gets the job done. So for me this was the perfect lighting. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's all I have for you this week. It's been a pleasure making this video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Everything helps. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next video, and I'll be dropping by all your channels out there in the Reef community. So until then, take care. Bye bye.